At my mom's birthday, things went from uncomfortable to unforgettable in a way I'll never forget. Her birthdays had turned into these strange, almost staged performances. It wasn't about celebrating her anymore, it was about showing off my brother's son, Tyler. He's 14, and in my family's eyes, he might as well be royalty. Every year, the spotlight's on him instead of the cake, and honestly, I usually just kept my head down, handed over my gift, made some polite small talk, and slipped out early. But this year, something felt off from the second I got the invitation. Mom called me personally and said, "I'd really love it if you'd come, Stephanie. Tyler's been asking if you're going to be there." That should have been my first warning sign. Tyler never asked about me, unless he was scheming. Last time, he buttered me up with compliments about my cooking because he wanted me to buy him a new gaming chair. 2 weeks later, I heard through the grapevine that he told his little friends, Stephanie used to be a mom, but she failed. Failed? That was his word. And when I told my brother about it, he just shrugged and said, he's at that age where they test boundaries. So yeah, I wasn't expecting kindness. But I still showed up, because that's what I do. I keep showing up, even when they don't deserve it. When I walked into my brother's house, it was louder than usual. Balloons everywhere, 2 grocery store cakes on the counter. Tyler had already ripped open half a dozen presents and was bragging to some girl about how grandma was going to buy him a car the second he turned 16. Mom was laughing like it was the funniest thing she'd ever heard. Nobody noticed me come in. I had to clear my throat, wave, and only then did someone reluctantly point out a chair. The necklace I'd chosen for Mom? Stayed in its little velvet box all night, unopened, forgotten. She was too busy telling anyone who'd listen how Tyler's teacher said he wasn't just smart, but genius level. Meanwhile, no one asked me about the charity fundraiser I'd hosted 2 weeks earlier. No one mentioned my business, my life, anything. I wasn't family, I was a prop. A placeholder they could glance at whenever they needed proof that they were better off. I ended up squeezed between 2 strangers. One guy double-fisting beers, the other snatched my fork when hers fell. I didn't even bother to say anything. Just let it slide. I'd been letting things slide for years. And then, it happened. Tyler stood up, soda in hand, strutting over like he was the star of some cruel little play. He stopped right in front of me, locked eyes, and with a smirk said, "Grandma says you don't belong here." Then, without hesitation, he dumped the entire cup into my lap. The shock of cold hit first. The stickiness spread almost instantly. My thighs burned from the sugar, and the sweetness made my stomach turn. The table? They laughed. Every single one of them. My mom chuckled and told her friend, "Oh, Tyler just says whatever's on his mind." My brother actually clapped. I dabbed at my clothes with a flimsy napkin, which only made them laugh harder. And I smiled, quietly, like nothing had happened. No fight. No tears. I just sat there, pretending I wasn't humiliated, but inside?